Well, more sick pelicans are showing up all over Southern California right now. News Channel reporter Patricia Martellotti investigates what's happening in the Santa Barbara area.
Animal rescuer Jeanette Iwatsuki just drove up to the Santa Barbara Wildlife Care Network to drop off a sick pelican.
Oh, of course, very concerning, of course, because they don't know why the pelicans are coming in. They're not oiled, so they have no idea why the pelicans are coming in.
The Wildlife Center continues to receive groups of several distressed pelicans every day.
Still receiving pelicans, and many were reports of deceased pelicans in Santa Barbara and Ventura County.
The organization has dozens of pelicans currently in care. Most pelicans that are being rescued are emaciated or lethargic.
They're coming in waves, so we might get 2 or 3 one day and then 7 to 8 another day. So we're still seeing what we would consider to be an unusual influx.
Hope is that the pelicans are able to find a good food source and can get better here in care and stay healthy out in the wild and stay out where they belong.
The Wildlife Center has also received other sick birds, including mallards, owls, crows, and more.
What's next for us is just to keep the public engaged, have people looking for pelicans, and call our helpline if they find any animals in distress.
The wildlife team believes it's still too early to state the cause of the pelicans' distress.
Hope is that they can recover and they can find out what's going on with them.
In Goleta, I'm News Channel reporter Patricia Martellotti.
Teenage drug prevention efforts are underway in SLO County right now. News Channel reporter Christina Rodriguez joins us live from San Luis Obispo. And Christina, you spoke with a mother who lost her teenage son.
Hey there, CJ, that's right. Laura Stack is on a mission to inform people across the U.S. on the consequences of marijuana on mental illness.
Physicians and nurses at Adventist Health Sierra Vista listened in on the latest research of the consequences of THC on youth brain development.
I'm an oncologist. Many of my patients use marijuana products for nausea related to chemotherapy, for instance. And I prescribe one of the FDA-approved marijuana products occasionally. It has some uses, but these products are exponentially stronger and exponentially more addictive.
Founder of Johnny's Ambassadors, Laura Stack, has spent the last 4 years working on legislation and pushing for medical research after her son battled with THC abuse and committed suicide.
The doctor that Johnny saw told him to smoke a different strain. So many of them still don't understand addiction, and they're often misdiagnosed from cannabis-induced psychosis to things like bipolar and schizophrenia.
Stack says her son spent the first 3 years of high school as a straight-A student, but his senior year, he began with psychotic episodes.
I would continue the medical profession to really understand the medical and research ramifications of THC on brain development.
She traveled across the U.S. to speak to San Luis Obispo students and medical professionals.
The fact that SLO MRF brought me in to do this really shows that they're ahead of this issue and really care about the health effects of this for their communities.
Stack and her husband fought for Colorado legislation to pass Bill 1317 that requires 2 physicians to approve medical marijuana cards until the age of 20.
We have to have some political solutions. I do think that limiting the strength of these marijuana products, reducing the percent of THC may be helpful.
Dr. Brian DiCarlo pushed to have Stack speak in San Luis Obispo.
This is really the beginning of our efforts in this community to educate so that everyone's just well informed of what's out there.
The nonprofit Johnny's Ambassadors now have over 1,400 parents with similar stories because of marijuana use. For now, live in San Luis Obispo, I'm News Channel reporter Christina Rodriguez. CJ, back to you.
All right, thank you, Christina. And you can watch Be Mindful every Thursday night at 6:30 on your news channel. Be Mindful aims to inform, provide resources, and reduce the stigma around mental health. A bone cancer survivor from Santa Barbara has started a support foundation for children and their families. Ava is 13 years old and has osteosarcoma, a bone cancer that starts in young adults. She was diagnosed back in December 2022. had surgery for a tumor in her leg and is still fighting the cancer today. Even with her challenges, she started the Glimmers Foundation for Children with Cancer to create more funding and support for families of kids with cancer. Now, she says friends have been supportive and recently raised money at an Earth Day lemonade stand. Ava also says she's been able to keep her energy going to launch the Glimmers Foundation. UCLA Health just opened up a new location in Santa Barbara. The health center specializes in specialty and cancer care in response to growing demand here in this area. Now, this new building is located off State Street in downtown Santa Barbara and offers free on-site parking for patients. It's the third UCLA Health primary care location in the area. The two other primary care centers, one in Montecito and the other one in Goleta. Still ahead on your news channel live at 5, SpaceX is gearing up for another launch. We'll tell you what time and when coming up next.
We have bright and beautiful skies out there. A light breeze going on as well. Your full weather forecast is after the break.
Plus, why retailers are slashing their prices and how you can take advantage of it. That's coming up next.